6 rounds by 3 minutes each. We're going to see Rhino, Alex Davis meet Jeramy Karshner for the second time. And as you can see now, Alex Davis making his way to the ring. Jeramy Karshner was able to put it on Alex Davis in the very first fight, ended it in a TKO. Alex Davis is going to look to make those adjustments and transitions and try to turn this one around, Elijah.
This is another guy that I've been watching his fights. I've been calling his fights since the beginning. And Alex Davis, we've seen highs and lows. We've seen ups and downs. We've seen him in some of the most exciting fights in New Line history. And here he is against an old foe, the guy who handed him his first professional defeat in an embarrassing fashion. It takes a lot of guts to step in here again against a guy like Jeramy Karshner, who had your number before. You know Alex is definitely looking to make serious changes from the last fight. What do you think the game plan is going to be for him?
I think he's going to try to stick and move a little bit more than he did in the first fight. We'll see how that works out for him. I believe that he thinks Karshner is more of a power puncher, right? So it'll be interesting to see if he tries to lure him into a firefight or if he tries to fight him technically on the outside, because Karshner's got a lot of power. But so does Alex Davis, right? We've seen him put a lot of people away. We've seen him land big shots, both MMA and boxing. He's been around New Line
I think Alex
for as long as I can remember.
One of those guys, too. He's known for weathering early storms and beating a guy in these wars of attrition in late rounds.
Exactly, and I think that's what he's going to try to do. I think he's going to try to stay technical, make Karshner work at a high rate early on. How many rounds do we have here, Elijah?
This is a 6-round fight.
It's a 6-round fight.
3-minute round, so
serious professional boxing fight.
I think Alex Davis's game plan should be to weather that storm, try to drag Karshner into deep water.
I agree.
Get him to gas, which he had a tendency to do early in his career. And if Karshner's coming out like he did in that first fight to close the show early, there's a good chance that if he doesn't, he will gas.
Exactly. And I got a chance to grapple with Karshner, which I know is a little bit different, but I noticed that his strength is extraordinary, but he does have a slight tendency to gas, but we'll see if he's got a good economy and movement here.
To be fair,
very
though,
skilled
he
fighter.
had boxed that night, too.
That is true. That is true.
I've never seen a man do a professional boxing match and then grapple the same night.
And he hasn't grappled seriously in a long time. I thought, I'd just be able to get up underneath this guy's legs. It'll be an easy night for me. But he grabbed my head, and I was like, oh, this is a grown-ass man.
I was impressed with him against you. You know, you're a high-level brown belt. This guy, I think he's still a white belt.
Yeah.
And
he has a lot of MMA fights and experience.
You can tell he had wrestling experience as well.
And he knew what spots not to put himself in. So.
This will be a professional heavyweight boxing match at 196 plus pounds. That means 6 rounds at 3 minutes. And this will be round number 1. We have boxing out of the blue corner with the black trunks and the white stripes, fighting out of Team Tucker Boxing and Fitness out of Baileyville, West Virginia, by way of Coal Mountain, West Virginia, Alex the Rhino Davis. His opponent, the current heavyweight champion, fighting out of South Bloomfield, Ohio, coming in with 6 wins and 6 losses, Jeramy Karshner.
This is a fight where you can feel the tension in the air. Like you know what happened less than a year ago. And I'm so excited to see what game plan Alex has to change things here. Looks like he's taking the center of the ring. He's trying to move more, be more mobile.
Yeah, and I would assume that would be his best opportunity here, is to try to make a high pace early for Karshner. We see Karshner playing nice and relaxed as well, though.
Nice jab from Karshner. And Alex is already biting on his feints. That's not a good sign.
Well, and it looks like he might have already hurt his nose with that one jab.
And he's shaking his head.
Karshner's getting a little aggressive here.
Karshner,
He's feeling it.
has to be a very confident man walking into this fight. They're talking back and forth, though. Might be a little bad blood here between the two men.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Karshner didn't seem to
Karshner
like the clinch, but I
almost
mean,
looked away there when he threw that jab, though, anticipating the counter.
Yeah, he was parrying with his right hand as he threw the jab. I think he thought he might be losing that jab that Davis was throwing. Oh, that's a nice right hand to the body, though, from Karshner.
Karshner is fighting at a very methodical pace, which is good for him. He knows it's a 6-round fight. And he knows he has the power to put Davis away. So if he's patient here.
It almost feels like he's trying to lull Alex Davis into a slower fight so he can put the pace on.
Interesting aspect of this fight, too, is Jeramy Karshner's coming off an injury. He's coming off a shoulder injury that knocked him out of his bout with Justin Richwine.
Shoulder injuries take a long time to recover from as well. See some decent body work by Alex trying to keep him at bay. Every movement that Karshner makes, though, he's getting a big reaction from Alex in there. He got two nice left hooks in there.
That's the thing. Alex is biting so hard on every feint that Karshner throws. It's a bad sign because eventually he's not going to feint. He's going to throw it, and he's going to hit him with something unexpected. Alex back straight up there.
Yeah, you saw that earlier, and Karshner was able to capitalize with the right to the body as Alex was backing up. We'll see if he can start to work him into the corner or up against the cage where he can't go straight back.
Davis has to cut angles. He cannot move straight back. It's basic physics. Someone can move faster forward than you can move backwards. That's just the way it is. And so you move straight back, you're going to probably get caught.
You see Karshner trying to hit him with that right hook to the body as he goes away.
Alex threw a big right hand there, though, and Alex does carry big power. I've sparred with the guy.
Karshner using that physicality and tight a little bit.
Much more competitive fight than the first one already, though. And I don't know if that's Karshner taking his time in this one.
Exactly.
Or if that's Alex Davis changing things up a little bit.
So I believe I would score that round personally for Karshner, although Davis didn't take as much damage, and like I said, if his intention is to try to drag Karshner into deep water, that might be a step in the right direction for him, although he wasn't able to draw out the kind of volume that you would want to see. So
Karshner will not gas at that pace. You're going to have to make it more of a dogfight, I believe.
I agree.
You're going to have to draw him into a little bit of a war. You're going to have to take some risks.
Yep. You're not going to do that by going straight back. You're going to have to get in his face and make him throw hard shots.
Well, it looks like now Alex is just trying to avoid that power.
Exactly.
But that's not enough to wear Karshner out.
Exactly. He's a seasoned professional. He can fight 6 rounds at that pace. He can walk forward and throw those punches.
And he looks so fresh right now in the corner. That round was easy work.
Exactly.
Alex has got to do something, make him respect him. And Alex almost landed a massive right hand that would have changed the dynamic of the fight. It barely missed. So if he can time that, if he can start getting a little closer with that, you never know what's going to happen here. I would even advise Alex Davis to use his clinch a little bit. Wear on him, lay on him a little bit more. Make him work, make him carry your weight.
Karshner just missed Alex.
That was a nice combination from Alex to answer.
Exactly. I think most of them ended up getting into the chest of Karshner as he kind of parried him down, but still some volume. Oh, nice jab, left hook, sending Alex backwards.
Oh my
nice
God.
Left hook to the body and a right straight to follow it up, and the same combo start again. And we see Karshner with that physicality, getting those double underhooks and laying on Alex a little bit here. And that's another thing with the amount of MMA experience that Karshner has. He's not uncomfortable in that clinch. I believe that even that.
I don't even think that
he'll burn less energy than Alex does.
I think the problem with this fight for Alex Davis right now is he is playing Karshner's game completely.
Well, and I could be wrong here, but hasn't Alex Davis fought a majority of his boxing fights in a ring?
We've seen him in the cage.
We've seen him in New Line quite a bit, but also in the cage or in the ring as well. Was their last fight in the ring?
I believe.
I think it was.
I believe it was at that event in Welch.
So it's just kind of one of those things where, like, I don't know. I also feel like
you would think
Jeramy
this would favor Alex Davis, though. Alex Davis has more room to move. He has more room to work.
Yeah.
And less angles on the corners for him to get trapped in.
Mm-hmm.
He's almost pawing and reaching with his punches, though. And I think it's because of that big power of Jeramy Karshner.
I agree.
It makes him
tentative,
gun shy. You get knocked out by a guy less than a year ago, you're going to remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And we're starting to see Alex wear a little bit of damage on his face. He's got a mouse under that right eye.
They're talking to each other.
This is a totally different fight than the first fight, though, because you see Karshner countering rather than leading the dance.
Yeah, and I wonder if some of that is him preparing for these later rounds, if he'll start to open up and be a little bit more aggressive with his offense.
Well, and that's what I was kind of getting at earlier. Is
beautiful straight right left hook knocks the head back of Alex Davis.
This has personally been the slowest start that I've ever seen Karshner have. And I saw
Alex landed a right hand on that combination.
Karshner's never fought off his back foot like this either. I've never seen him being a counter fighter.
Yeah.
I think right now he's just content to do enough damage to win the rounds, and then he'll start to open up later. Because I think, he's no dummy, right? He knows that the only path that Alex might have on paper is to try to make him tired early on and then come to life later in the fight.
He's up 2-0. I think that he's waiting for his moment.
21.
I think he's wearing Alex down. I think it's the opposite of what should be happening if Alex Davis wants to win this fight.
I agree. We saw that really nice left hook to the body, right hand upstairs combination. He threw it twice in a row, and the second time he backed him up to the cage.
You have to tell me who looks like the more tired man right now. Is it Jeramy Karshner or Alex Davis? I think it's Alex Davis.
Yeah, Jeramy Karshner appears to be just kind of having a casual conversation in his corner.
And it's because he's fighting at the pace he wants to. The only time Alex made him work was there at the end when he chased him.
Yep.
And when you chase a guy like that, too, you're playing with fire because that counter might come sailing right into your head.
And looking at the face of Alex Davis now, it looks like he's got a small mouse under each eye, actually.
Karshner already looking like he's ready to be more aggressive this round.
There's that left hand to the body, right hand upstairs again.
Oh, big right hand by Alex Davis stops Jeramy Karshner in his tracks.
In his tracks as he's trying to run him down with that. And we see Karshner kind of respond to that by slowing his pace a little bit here.
Calming down, just sitting down, waiting for Alex to come to him now.
Because Alex Davis is never not in a fight. He's got big power. He's got a lot of experience.
That's how he's won a lot of his fights when people have counted him out. He'll wear a guy down and then find his moment and then seize it. And let's see if he can do that here. It would be an incredible comeback for Alex to beat Jeramy Karshner.
Karshner does a good job parrying that right hand to the body, slipping underneath of that right hand.
And we hear
very aggressive crowd work.
Some great advice from the crowd, as always. Big left hook
just
from Jeramy Karshner grazes him.
Perhaps the last call for alcohol wasn't quite early enough.
I'd like to find that guy.
Yeah.
I might trade him, let him have the mic.
Just bring him on here.
Oh, nice left hook by Karshner on that exchange there. Although we saw a deep breath from Karshner there. Yeah, and he finds another home for that left hook.
I'm going to say a couple left hooks there.
And Karshner's getting a little wild. He's looking like he's slowing down a little bit. This fight is getting interesting.
Yeah, he's starting to...
he's fading.
He's fading a little bit.
Alex has stayed talking to him this whole
Not
fight.
saying that Karshner's gassing at all,
No, he's definitely getting tired, though.
but he's slowing down.
We saw a nice left hook from Alex Davis. That was a good left hook from Alex.
Looked like he might have landed a right hand.
Here we go.
Well.
Alex calling
Here we
forward,
go, boys.
Feeling confident, and big right hand, and another one.
And Alex Davis is putting it on Jeramy Karshner for a moment here.
None of those, I think, landed.
He covered.
Karshner covered up well and just hung tough. And now he's looking at
I feel like Davis is starting to collect a little bit of confidence
Everything's changed now. The whole dynamic of this fight has changed in this third round.
Alex Davis looks a little bit more relaxed in there right now than Karshner as well.
And I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest, boys. I know that we've seen Karshner box in the cage before, and I know we've seen Davis fight in the cage before. But the fact that they've got this much room to move around now, and Karshner can't corner Davis.
Exactly.
Davis has the confidence.
We're seeing a different dynamic to this fight than we saw to the first one.
The cage is the difference here.
I really respect the confidence Alex has in this fight, too. Talking trash throws people off sometimes in the ring,
he's
in the
been
cage.
jawing the whole time.
Yeah, he's been talking to Karshner the entire fight.
I don't know what's being said, but he's talking.
Karshner looks frustrated this round.
I think so,
too. He looks frustrated in between rounds. He looked confident the last two. This one, he looks a little pissed off.
And I think part of that is because he wasn't quite able to find a home for any of those power shots, right? He felt like confident that he won the first two rounds with just a small amount of volume, playing conservatively. In that round, he opened up a little bit more, and it didn't work out for him.
He might want to go back to that.
Exactly.
He might want to try to get back on his bike, start countering Alex, because guess what? I don't think Alex expected that either.
I agree.
I don't think Alex expected him to fight a completely different style than he did in the first bout.
That's a good point, but on the same foot here, I feel like Alex is gaining momentum, so the slower that Jeramy feels like, or even if he's doing it himself, the slower he's going,
I think
Alex is going to feel like that's favoring him.
I think he needs to sit back, though, and look for clean shots because he's the better boxer.
Look, see, here's Alex talking to him again.
And nothing will give you wings like a momentum shift, right?
Exactly. And it seems like Jeramy's starting to talk back to him a little bit now. But yeah, this fight is drastically different than it was in the first round.
Well, you have to think everything changed in that third round, and that was the round that Alex didn't make it to in the first fight. He's already thinking, I'm doing better than I did before.
Exactly.
You've not knocked me out yet.
And he's telling him no.
He looks at him after that body shot.
Yeah, tells him no. This is a good fight, guys. Oh, nice trade there. Nice trade.
Big right hand, though, from Karshner.
And Davis didn't acknowledge that one, so we know that one hurt.
Yeah.
Well, he backed up. You saw him start moving backwards as soon as that landed.
He's telling him no.
Big jab.
They're still
from
talking. I love it.
Alex shaking his head. Alex, you have to give it to Alex Davis for heart alone. I mean, my God. That guy will fight anybody at any time.
Absolutely.
And he's always in there. He's always game. Until the bell or until he's out, Alex Davis is coming to fight. And right now, he's got Karshner in an uncomfortable spot. Karshner looked like he was coasting.
Now we see a left hand from Karshner find the mark. And another.
Big left hook.
See, and I feel like this is kind of where, we were talking about earlier.
Oh, and a nice right hand to the body.
Karshner's slowing down now, picking his spots.
Oh, right uppercut, left hook.
But look, though, Davis is willing to stand and trade with him. And maybe he's made Karshner tired enough that he's not afraid of his power
I'm wondering how much pop Karshner's punches have now. I'm sure he still carries big power into late rounds because he's a powerhouse of a guy. But I wonder if he's got the same power he's got in that first round.
Well, I was going to say,
especially after a shoulder injury.
And Davis is hanging tight in the pocket. So, I mean, it's very possible. Starting to see a little wear from Davis, too, though. He's starting to take some big breaths.
Big jab.
Nice snap jab there.
We see a deep breath there from Karshner.
Huge deep breath from Jeramy Karshner.
Both guys are starting to breathe heavy. This is going to, the fifth and sixth round, if it goes that far, that's going to be a battle of attrition.
And that's where we've seen Alex Davis shine. Big shot from Karshner, though.
Karshner's still putting damage on it.
Both guys sucking wind as well.
Beautiful round. I believe that one also went to Karshner.
Yeah, I would have to say so.
So I think we're looking at, what is that, 3-1?
Yeah, I would think.
And Karshner still had his moments in that round that we can give to Davis.
Exactly.
That was a close round. I think that Alex Davis needs to be looking for a finish here.
I agree.
If he really wants to seal the deal, you can't leave it up to the judges' scorecards in this one.
And he can't have Karshner go into the 6th and final round in the same kind of condition that he's going into it right now. He's starting to tire a little bit, but he's still very much there. But that's the thing, right? Whenever he starts to open up and try to put volume on Karshner, he's getting caught in some of those longer exchanges. And Karshner is very, very effective at landing, especially that left hook at the end of long exchanges as Davis is trying to back away.
And I want you to look at how fired up Eric Mon is over in that corner. He's like hopping from foot to foot. He's like a dog that's excited about something.
I love Eric Mon in the corner.
One of the nicest guys I've ever encountered.
You guys had one of the best wars we've ever seen as well.
That was a great fight. My body hurt for about 2 weeks after that.
I want to see it again, Colin.
And here we go. 5th round.
Come on, big boys, do something. Lay somebody out. Night-night.
Our crowd is getting rowdy.
Restless.
This is what happens when we don't have somebody from Reaction in.
That's what happens when you got an open bar, ladies and gentlemen. Karshner's definitely slowing down.
Absolutely.
But he's still landing big shots.
Yep. He's still carrying the power.
Alex Davis is so awkward, but he knows how to find your chin.
Yes.
He's an interesting fighter to watch.
He's very relaxed all the time.
Yeah.
He's been that way since the jump.
He's almost like
comfortably moving his hands back and forth.
I always compared him to Fedor. He looks like he just got out of bed almost every fight.
Lackadaisical almost. Like, yeah,
he landed a decent check left hook in that exchange. Oh, but Karshner hits him with another jab.
I think Alex just needs to get busy with volume.
Yep, I agree.
I don't like how Alex reaches sometimes.
Yeah, very with that like long guard. It's okay if you've got inside bicep ties, but a lot of times he's reaching and getting countered over the top of the outside.
And I think it's more instinctual than it is training. I think he's always had a tendency to do that when he's in trouble.
Yeah.
But Alex has made vast improvements as a boxer since the beginning. Like, you have to give him credit.
Consistent training, consistent fighting.
And even from the first fight with Karshner, this is a vastly different bout.
That's a nice left hook landed by Karshner, though. But Davis just shakes it off and keeps pressure forward. Oh,
I was going to say, he's eating those shots and just coming forward.
Karshner is definitely winning this fight. But Alex is making it a scrap this time.
And you can see now Alex is starting to eat some of his shots and be unaffected. I mean,
he's just walking forward at this point. Like,
whereas in the first fight, every time he was hit, it was.
Big jab from Karshner.
I'd just like to see Alex throw a couple of, some volume, some combinations. Gain your respect back, because honestly, Karshner's just kind of moving and just doing what he wants.
Alex is pot shotting a little bit now, and that's not how you're going to win this fight, because Karshner's beating him on volume.
A couple deep breaths again from Karshner, but he's doing a good job recovering in the rounds. You'd only see him drawing deep breaths near the end.
We hear 10 seconds left in this 5th round. Karshner throws a big combination there. Oh, nice quick left hook by Alex Davis there at the end.
You saw that time whenever he tried to open up with short time left, Karshner was prepared. I think in the first couple rounds we might have seen that surprise him a little bit.
Number 5 here?
Off the back foot.
But I think Alex got the best shot of that exchange there at the end of the round. That little left hook there at the very end.
He landed a couple nice little
over the top.
We're going into 5, number 5?
6th round.
Yeah,
number
this
6.
is going into 6.
Okay.
Yep.
6th and final round. Alex Davis looks very tired, but I believe Karshner slowed down quite a bit as well.
But at this point, Alex needs to finish, I believe.
I agree. Jeramy's done what he needed to do as far as,
I would think that Jeramy's up 4-1.
Yeah.
So
It's going to take a knockdown or two, or
It's
the
going to take
KO.
a finish to really win this fight. Alex needs to stop him here.
And Karshner knows that. His corner's telling him that as well. So I might expect to see more of that more defensive style.
Staying on his bike, being smart here. It would be the wisest decision. I have a feeling that Karshner would like to take Alex Davis out again, though.
I agree.
You can see that he wants that knockout, but it's just not coming. Sometimes it doesn't.
We see a little bit of sportsmanship between the two.
Oh, nice
that was a
jab.
nice
Alex saw
jab.
the sweat fly off.
That
Karshner.
was
Right after
beautiful.
the glove touch. Nice roll from Jeramy Karshner to avoid that right hand of Alex Davis.
Beautiful work.
I love it. They've been talking the whole time. You can see them smile at each other in between.
Nice
John.
job.
You see Karshner slip underneath of that and get inside, but he's not able to do any damage while he's there.
I think Karshner knows the work's been done. This is the final round. He knows he's just got to be sharp here.
Yeah, we see that. He's playing a little bit more of a high guard than he was earlier.
It's one of those rounds where you just mind your P's and Q's. You coast out and you think you should have the win. Beautiful jab there.
Jab into the left hook. He uses that a lot, that nice 1-3. He throws the 1, and when Alex comes in to counter, he's right there with the 3.
It's a sneaky punch.
Yep, slides over the shoulder.
Because the jab blinds you, then the left hook just follows it so quickly there's not much time to react.
And we're seeing Karshner have a lot of success with that jab when he goes into the Philly shell. Alex doesn't seem to be getting a good read on that left hand coming across from the low right side of Karshner's body.
Good head movement from Karshner there, changing levels. Keeping Alex Davis guessing here.
There it is again,
Yep.
jab from that Philly shell.
Yep. It's coming low. Alex isn't expecting
And
it from
again,
there.
he keeps throwing it. It's getting to the point
Alex
where
is
it's
starting
getting a
to
little
get
predictable.
I was going to say, Alex is getting wise to it now.
I'd like to see him follow it up with the right hand. If he could send that straight right behind, oh man. Karshner's still fast and he's still got big power, even into this 6th round.
Beautiful left hook there from Karshner. Stepping in with that right hand.
Now, even if Alex Davis loses this fight, which it's looking like that's what's going to happen unless something bananas happens toward the end of this round, do you not feel like this is a bit of a moral victory for him anyway?
I agree, especially since he's been able to eat some of those hard shots and stay in there. Like I said, I wonder how much of that is coming from Karshner,
nice.
coming from the shoulder.
Nice
But
left
that's a
there
good
from
exchange
Alex
here at
Davis
the end.
again. Look, Alex is telling him, come
these
on,
guys
look at
both
him.
wanna win.
Look at him go. Look at him go. That's what you like to see.
Great fight, ladies
Both
and
of them
gentlemen.
trying to put a stamp on there. They both landed hard shots at
Absolutely.
the end.
You have to think Jeramy Karshner won that bout, but Alex Davis
Very
showed
impressive.
us why everybody respects him.
I agree.
I'm going to go talk to the winner here.
You see the belt coming out as the judges are tallying their scores. Beautiful fight by both of these guys.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Alex's ability to kind of change up the game plan a little bit, kind of get Jeramy to play his game.
And also very impressed with the ring generalship and veteranship showed by Karshner to play that slow game early, but even whenever he was...
And then towards the end, play it again.
Exactly, yep. raise the volume in the middle. And actually, honestly, when he raised the volume in the middle was when Alex was kind of coming into the fight a little bit.
Yeah.
But Karshner was able to keep his
Okay,
stamina.
so I've just been informed. I had no idea that this was a heavyweight title bout and they were fighting for a belt. So, with that being said, our judges have come to a decision. For your winner, unanimous winner, boxing, out of the red corner,
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your champion, Jeramy Karshner. My friend, absolutely hell of a performance. It's great to see you back. You're coming off an injury. I want you to talk me through it. Alex was a very tough guy in this one. Came back looking a lot stronger than he did in the first bout. So talk us through it.
You know, coming into this, I've been working with Jerry Page. He tried to eliminate my brawling. We wanted to come out here and go the distance, and we wanted to work on things. I didn't do it all right. I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to learn as a man. I got a lot to learn in the cage. It's evolving. I knew I was winning because I could pick him apart. Hats off to him. He came in a gamer and we went. But I didn't let myself get crazy and I boxed. And I'll probably go ahead and make that the last time I boxed. I don't like going all those rounds.
You know, that's something we've talked about in the past. You know, early in your career, you had a tendency to come out like a house on fire and gas. How does it feel to get a victory like this, going the distance, fighting a fight you wanted to fight, being smart?
Man, at 40 years old, to know I was able to turn everything around. What you guys don't know is I went 0-6 as a pro boxer. 5 of those fights I took on 2 days' notice and never lost the first round. But boy, when that gas tank went, it got ugly quick.
So what does it mean for you? You say you've got a lot to learn as a man. What's it mean for you as a man, as a father, to turn everything around like this, to go on this journey? Now you're 7 fights in, 7-fight win streak. Now you're 7-6.
You know, I'm upset that it's not 7 knockouts like it was prior to this, but, you know, I'm going to take it. You know, as a man, I've been making a lot of mistakes. I own a business, and I made some horrible business decisions, and that rubbed off on my family, my significant other, and I don't ever want to be like that. And, you know, I took this fight to try to get my head back right, and it was hard. It was probably the hardest camp. I came off an injury, and then emotionally and mentally, I was checked out. So to come in here and gut it out for 6 rounds, I can't thank it enough. And for all of you guys that don't know from down here, Jerry Page, the one helped him turn me around with Brian De Leon and Alfred Leisure. That's the 1983 gold medalist for America in boxing. He was able to turn me around and make me a boxer in 5 months.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Olympic gold medalist Jerry Page. And give it up for your champion, Jeramy Karshner, one of the most admirable men I know.
And thank you. I hope to see everybody again. I was going to come in here and ask for a mega fight, but with all the personal stuff going on, I'm just going to ask for it quietly and let you guys go do it rather than out loud, because I'm going to change my ways, and that's going to be the first thing I'm going to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the champ.